We launched Big Think 4 years ago, essentially as an online expert forum, but our ultimate goal has always been to move into the education space, especially it being the 21st century knowledge economy. And so we've really focused over this past year in building out the products that are helping us get there. So one of them is called Floating University, and it's a partnership between us and the Jack Parker Corporation. And essentially we have built a course of 14 different lectures featuring a leading academic or practitioner summarizing their field in an hour. So for instance, we have Bill Ackman, the famous hedge fund manager, summarizing finance in an hour. Essentially the basics you need to know to become somewhat fluent in finance in just under an hour. We have Steven Pinker teaching linguistics in an hour. We have Saul Levmore from the University of Chicago teaching people how to, understand economics in an hour. Larry Summers, the former president of Harvard and Secretary of the Treasury, teaching people essentially what do they need to know in this 21st century knowledge economy to be successful, functioning, working individuals. So that's just a sort of a slight summary. There are 14 different lectures now. It is being taught for credit at Harvard, Yale, and Bard. Again, for the second semester, the winter semester, it's being taught at Yale now and will be taught again at Harvard in the autumn. So it's pretty exciting, and we really wanted to make the course available to individuals as well. So students can take it, but you can also come to floatinguniversity.com and pay for a subscription yourself, either to one of the lectures or to all of them. And you'll be on the same platform as the students, reading their comments, etc. So it's a pretty engaging way to learn, and we really like to think that there are no boundaries to knowledge anymore, and it's companies like ours that I think are making that more and more possible. It's not just for students, it's for individuals as well. And I think that it used to be that if you went to an elite school or were a member of an elite institution like Davos or something, organization like Davos, you only had access if you actually were physically in the presence of these leading thinkers and influencers. We believe that the internet does break down the barriers to learning knowledge, and the video is important so that you have direct access to these experts and thinkers in their own words. And we've translated that not just to Floating University, but to two other products that we have. The overarching product line is called Edge, and it provides a career development platform, mentor, as well as a professional development toolkit for, again, people that are determined to be successful in this 21st century knowledge economy. And again, it's multimedia lessons with assessment. It's completely online. Individuals can take it by coming to the Big Think website and going from there. We also license it to leading business schools and undergraduate institutions, as well as a professional development toolkit we license to corporations. More and more we have been focusing on providing our audience with actionable takeaways of knowledge. So basically, to be on Big Think, content has to be significant, relevant, and actionable. In other words, when you come, you're going to walk away with some information that you can use to make your own work or life better. And so we have divided the site into two different ways of being, either a big idea or a core skill. And big ideas are the sort of things going on in the world, macro things that are basically changing the way we work and live. Where are the global opportunities? What are the hot new industries coming up? And then the core skills are literally things that an individual can actually do today to make themselves more successful. We have realized that this is an era when people are not working with their hands and probably won't anymore. One big area of focus that we have focused on in the past couple of weeks is a company called Foxconn, and essentially they manufacture the technology that is required in a lot of Apple products, and essentially they are having their own workers build 500,000 robots, in essence, to replace their workforce. And that is just unprecedented, but it's going to be happening more and more and more in the future. And so people are going to have to realize that they better be able to distinguish themselves some way through the knowledge that they have. And that's what we have been really focusing on with Big Think. We have through Big Think, we have over 2.5 million unique visitors per month, and so obviously we get quite a lot of traction for our products just for people coming to the site and subscribing from there. But we also have quite a few affiliate relationships, and we make it really worth partners' time to become affiliates with us, and so there are a number that we already have going now, and then many more that are in the works. So our site, our traffic is growing consistently. Our Facebook pages, in terms of traffic, is growing consistently as well. And I think we're sort of at the point now where it really is kind of like a rolling stone, as we're picking up quite quickly, and it's growing quicker than it ever has in the past.